banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills. We're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC, between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. Ready to get this one going. And away we go in Cincinnati. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's the long back on the handoff. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials. So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the first. First and 10 now from the 46. Running it after the penalty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now Dart. Flushed out of the pocket. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
A little bit of chaos, right? I mean, play breaks down, trying to find a connection and get on the same page, just couldn't do it. I'll tell you this, though, and what I do like is you live to play another down. You don't risk the interception, and you throw it out of bounds.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
19, Tiger, 19.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. It'll be touchdown short of the marker, so 4th down coming up. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's 4th down.
They'll go, here's Dart. Pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered,
They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. So 20 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Malone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Danger, Kay. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They've made it to 1st and goal on their opening drive, hoping to start this game with 6.
Let's go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bengals finish up an excellent opening series. That right there, partner, that is not a team who looks like it is a steep underdog. That is exactly the type of start they needed. And kind of imagine being in their old building might be playing a part in it.
Yeah, and we know that home field advantage really benefits the defense more than the offense. As an offense, you just want to do your part. You want to light the fire and let those fans really let their voice be heard. Should benefit their defense immensely.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a get to Bigsby. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. May now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Raiders are going to have the 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
From the gun, it's May. Complete to his back, Tank Bigsby. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. Well, you love when you can go from 1st down to 1st down, bro. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets the looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Raiders finish off their opening drive. Drake made the touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Raiders respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. And play action with Dart. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks like a little short of the 35.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Running for the marker on 2nd. This one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
36-yard line.
They give it to him again. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. And it's Carson Schlesinger who got over there for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. And they're all over him. He can't even get that 2nd throw away. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. He's his running back. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. And you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st down, May. Caught by Theo Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. They'll give up the gut to Bigsby. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's May. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st down, Raiders.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Here's made in the air. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Vegas first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a second quarter lead. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Shoots away from one. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. Raiders closing in, and down he goes. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
So when we come back, it'll be 3rd and 7. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Sit tight. More from Paycor Stadium on the other side. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Air it out on 3rd. Connects with him down the sideline. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. So the officials looked at it twice. The replay officials in New York agreed. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Keep the ball moving.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. He's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. 70 Lion. 18,
Dart gonna throw again. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Hiking, 18, go.
Dart's out of the shotgun. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line.
Bengals first down.
Working inside the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. And the Raiders get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
May on first and 10. Throw to the right finds Waddle. Still going through the 25. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. This play goes for 36. And that's a Vegas first down. One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
36 yards. First down.
To the air on first down. May taking a chance to the end zone. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Raiders double their lead to 14.
Bengals 7.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Buffalo, 18. Trap 60.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's throwing deep to the left side. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Your second and 10 now from the 36.
Trap 60. Go. 70 Timberwolf.
He'll throw it. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
10 yards to go.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. And this one is launched downfield. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. And it takes a bounce that sends it across the sideline. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 45. Kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Chase Brown now to return it. Good work so far. He's got room. And he's all the way up across the 40 before heading out of bounds.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick return he took matters in his own hands.
It's the first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He'd been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. He still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
May now from the gun. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
May trying to get here on second. Throw left side finds Johnson. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Here's May again. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They run it again with Bigsby. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. And it looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Set.
Darts looking to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Ready, go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tried getting it to Jerry Jeudy. So that brings up 4th and long.
Kate, it has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They aren't going for this. They'll go. Here's Darts. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, it's May. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
It's all target to Johnson. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
And the Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and goal.
They'll run this with Bigsby. And he scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders trying to end this before the final quarter. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again.
35. Bengals 7.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready up.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready. Check up.
To throw. Here's Darts. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. New set of downs from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Cowboys.
On 1st down, here's Darts. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
That's going to throw again here on 2nd and 10. Short pass, Brian. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
On 1st and 10, here's Darts. Setting up the running back screen. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders side of the field.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Tag. 18, run. Ready?
From the gun, here's Darts. Escapes the pocket. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
3rd down now, here's Darts. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Darts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's cruising speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Dart gonna throw again. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
70, tempo.
3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it.
And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. On the give, it's Bigsby. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Raiders ball, and this one looks like it may already be out of reach. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Bigsby. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's May. Waddle makes the catch. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
May on 1st and 10. Trying for the deep ball. This is caught near the pylon. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big...
And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders keep running away with this. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders continue piling onto this lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just inside the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Gets it out wide quick, and oh, he might throw this. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Ready? Ready,
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
41-yard line.
Darts out of the shotgun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. Inside the 25. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals putting up points in a game decided. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And the Raiders are able to secure the kick. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week to find a way to flush this, because it's just not been their kind of game.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Going with Bigsby here. He still has room inside the 30. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Raiders continue piling it on here in the 4th. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders continue adding on to that lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Rolling out to his left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
Pass caught by his tight end. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Working quickly here.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll throw 3rd and long. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Fred McDuffie in to pick it off.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Handoff here for Bigsby. Nice drives quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. It's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Raiders getting closer to a 7-0 start. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. May now from the gun. And he put everything he's got behind it. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Raiders tack on 7 more to their lead.
Not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. More good, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie in the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
To the left, dog.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Looking right, and he finds it. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
35-yard line.
Here goes Dart to the air. Dialing up a receiver screen. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. And goes to the hurry up here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 27-yard line.
Rolling from the gun here. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Offense up to the line fast.
15-yard line.
70 Lions!
Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's 2nd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know that it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested captures, and he couldn't.
He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Four downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. Another carry for it. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Now Darts going to the air. Dumps it off to his running back. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Good work so far. He's got room. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that on your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
All right, one more snap to play here. Carry here for Bigsby. Still going past the 40, past the 20. And he'll add to their lead on the final play of the game as he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders throwing 6 more on the blowout. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played in a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do, what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled with these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If